It's Friday, and if I was working, I'd be thanking God it's Friday. However, I'm retired, so it's Friday. I'm glad for all you working people that have the weekends off that it's Friday for you. And I hope you have a great weekend. But I wanted to, in the meantime, give a little bit of an update on how my projects are going, what I've gotten done this week, well, actually, I haven't really gotten things done, but I have my progress on things, and a little update on a mystery project that you can download, and next week is the final week, so I want to give you the information on that in case you wanted to get, I think it's like 10 weeks worth of information. So first, my slow stitch with Jean at Kept Stitches. I was working on this week, and I got page 1 done. This is all I'm doing. I did do some sewing, some stitches around the flowers there, and up here, and so that is page 1. I decided on page 2 to do a running stitch. It kind of looks like, wallpaper. So I've fused these to this, so I'll be next on working on the back, and I think I'm just gonna kind of leave the back a little bit, not as much stuff on it. I think it might just end up being this. I'll decorate my dress forms maybe. I'm going to do some outline stitching on those to hold them down in the meantime. And this was lace. I had lace scraps that I pieced together to put in the back there behind them. So that will be what I'm working on this week. I've also been working on this block, doing the outline stitches. I got the center here done, and I am now working on the doing black around those. Additionally, I am working on No Foul Play, which is my October UFO challenge, which is this guy. Which is that. This is one of the borders. So I'm working on doing I got the applique fused on here. On the 4 borders pieces that have this on it for both wall hangings, and I am working on doing the sewing machine stitching for the applique. So I still have the second one to do the green, and then I'll start working on the flowers. So that's the progress on No Foul Play. I wanted to give you a heads up on Laundry Basket Quilts. Adita at Laundry Basket Quilts does a free mystery quilt every year. Last year was a row quilt that she did called Colorado. This year is a different one, and it's I think 6.5 inch unfinished blocks, and it's like 10 weeks. Next week I believe is the last week, and this is what it looks like so far, which is pretty darn cool. So I have not started this yet, but I do want to make that. So I've put all the instructions in a binder here. 2 binders actually. So that when I'm ready for this, I'll have that. I'll have the instructions, and I have it in a project kit, which I will add stuff to eventually as I decide what colors I'm going to do. So if you're interested in doing this mystery quilt, you can go over to her blog. The instructions are on the Laundry Basket Quilts blog, and every week she puts up the new week's instructions, which This, I think it ends on the 22nd. I think this was our second to last one. Let's see. This was week number, we're doing a house. This was week number 8. So maybe it's either the 22nd or 29th. I'm not sure. So maybe it's 9 weeks. But anyway, this is week number 8. Was just on Wednesday. So, Laundry Basket 2025 Mystery Quilt. Free. All right. So the next thing I'll be doing too, I'll be working on this week is, once I get the applique flowers done for No Foul Play, I'll be working on the last border blocks to go around that. And then after that, I'll be sandwiching it. I went on a trip with some of my best friends on Wednesday to celebrate my friend Edie's birthday. She's got a big one. So I wanted to share with you some of the stuff I bought. One of the things I bought was Karen Buckley scissors. I had the little green ones and I had the purple ones, but I didn't have this size. And what I noticed was that the little green ones don't do a good job with, they're good for snips, but they're not good for applique, cutting out, or anything thicker. The purple ones, oh my God, they're so fabulous. But I thought a medium-sized one would also be good for maybe applique too. So I got the medium-sized ones at one of the quilt shops that we went to, which was Knots and Bolts, which is in Sanford, Maine. We went to Knots and Bolts in Sanford, Maine. It's a relatively new shop, I believe. So I got that from there. We also went to Cotton Weeds in Freeport, Maine. And I got this fabric from them. Is that not just adorable? Puffins. So got that. And we have this store called Martin's. And Martin's is got, we're very lucky. We're very lucky to have a store called Martin's up here. They have very reasonably priced fabrics, and they buy out quilt stores that are closing, or warehouse auctions, stuff like that. They get discounted product. Well, I got, well, before I got that, I got this also at, I got this at Sanford Sewing. That's in Sanford too. Sanford Sewing. This panel. Because I have some people in my life who live in the mountains and do some skiing. So this is a panel that I'm going to use one of my panel books and make a quilt with that. Also got this fabric. This was $5.99 a yard. I needed to I used a lot of wood colored fabric, so I needed to replace that, and I've been on the lookout for a while. And this was $5.99 a yard. So I got 2 yards of that. Buttons. That was $5.99 a yard. I got 2 yards of that. I just loved this. I got 1 yard of this at $5.99. And then I got this. $2.99 a yard. Have you ever heard of prices like that? And this one is, I don't know why it was so cheap. Neither did the person cutting it. She was like, what? So she was going to get the rest of the bolt, I think. So anyway, I don't know what brand that is. It's not on the selvage. But it's good stuff. It feels fine. So I got that. Now the other thing that I wanted to do was, if you recall, I got this from Renaissance Ribbon, and it's in greens. And the focal fabric is this. It's Tulip Pink, and it's got the rabbits, you know, her rabbits on it. But this has also got like bluish purple in there. And this kit mostly deals with the green and blue. Well, they gave you enough material to make a small eye case and a large eye case. So my iPad needs the medium case. So I decided while I was out, I also got some materials that I'm going to use with this. So I'm going to use this focal fabric and use some, thought this goes with it. This actually would go also with it. This also goes with it. And I was thinking about using that for like the binding. So I'm going to try doing that with these fabrics. These were all from Martin's. And they were, this one was $6.99 a yard. $5.99 a yard. $6.99 a yard. That's got some scissors and stuff on it. And this one was $6.99 a yard. So some good deals. And that's what I think I'm going to do with this pattern, the eye case. There. So I'll probably do the small pattern with the materials for here, or maybe the large one. I'm not sure, using the other materials in here. We'll see how much of the rabbit I have left and how that all works out. But for sure, I'm going to be making, using some purple fabric, and the zippers will work with that too. So anyway, I wanted to give you that little update on what I've been doing this week. So that was a full day that we shopped on Wednesday. We started out with breakfast out, and we came home before dark because I have a problem with driving in the dark. I'm going to be getting cataracts removed next month. So I don't know how that will affect my sewing. I don't know. First the right eye, and then 2 weeks later will be the left eye. So anyway, that's my update on and my progress. And I wanted to make sure I did this so that you would know about the laundry basket quilts in case you wanted to get the instructions for that to do later. It's free, and it's Adita from Laundry Basket Quilts. Her patterns are gorgeous. And she also, if you wanted the fabric, she has kits that you can also buy if you wanted to buy her fabrics. But I'm going to be pulling from my stash. All right. That's all I have for you for now. So I'm going to continue. Next week, I'll be continuing on my beauty all around. I'll be working on that. I'll also be working on that. And then working on no foul play. That's my priority for next week. So I will update you probably sometime early next week on how things went this weekend, and find out how you're doing. So let me know how your weekend's going, and what you're planning, and what you got done this week. All right, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.